Pray for Queen Elizabeth. Pray for Likato Shinta Kaparaso, Mardi Gras Combrahideje, Zenovro Shikatafariza, Ferketo Sumbra Katila Bazo. Pray for Queen Elizabeth.
Good morning. We're coming on the air right now because we have just learned from Buckingham Palace that Prince Philip, the husband of Queen Elizabeth, has died at the age of 99. A statement from the palace has been made. It is with deep sorrow that Her Majesty the Queen announces the death of her beloved husband, His Royal Highness the Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh. His Royal Highness passed away peacefully this morning at Windsor Castle. Further announcements will be made in due course. We want to go right to Maggie Rulli at Buckingham Palace this morning. Maggie.
Hi, George. Good morning. Yeah, just behind me, that flag was lowered to half-staff just moments ago. The palace releasing that statement with their deep sorrow. And George, standing here, it really does. It feels like the end of an era here in Britain, around the Commonwealth and the country. After decades with the Queen standing by her side, the two of them together shaping what the country and the Commonwealth would look like today. The palace, as you just read, confirmed again moments ago that Philip passed away. He's 99, just 2 months shy of his 100th birthday. For about the last 3 weeks or so after being released from the hospital where he was staying for a month undergoing a heart procedure as well as other medical care. Now, again, the country is mourning, asking what we are going to do next. You know, normally a royal funeral would be something that's commemorated widely throughout the country, throughout the UK. But this one, George, it's going to look a little bit different. We're still waiting for details, but, you know, due to coronavirus restrictions, the country here in the UK is still under a strict lockdown. Things will definitely look a little smaller. But, George, certainly whatever the size of these celebrations of his life, Prince Philip will be remembered. The legacy will be remembered because, wow, George, what a life he led. 99 years, and all of them were full. More than 2,000 solo engagements, 20,000 solo engagements, more than 2,000 visits in the UK and overseas. I mean, he packed so much life into his 99 years, shaping what the UK would look like today, shaping again what the Commonwealth would look like today. So a legacy that will be remembered. And of course, also looking to the Queen during this time. They were side by side together as they led this country. And George, I think of her right now because this is the first time today in this moment that she is going to be leading the country without her partner by her side.
Congratulations. I see a woman delivering from 8 and above. I see a woman delivering. This is children. When I say children, is above, this is above 5, above 6. This is multiple children. It's like somebody delivering over 8, from 8 up. The Lord make it happen. And when this thing happen, let it bring joy to the family. Bring joy to the family. And let there be boys and girls in that delivery. Glory be to God. Glory be to God. Miracle is what we want. In the name of Jesus.
Now to an extremely rare pregnancy and a possible world record. A 25-year-old woman from Mali has given birth to 9 babies, 2 more than she expected. They are premature and weigh less than 1 kilogram each. Courtney Bembridge has more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Halima Cisse gave birth to 5 girls and 4 boys. The babies are all well, and if there are no complications, the family will set a new world record.
This didn't surprise me because I'm a believer, but let me share my joy. I'm happy, very, very happy, just like you. Once again, we thank God. My wife and the babies are doing very well. We are constantly in touch. I call them in Morocco all the time, even via video call to communicate with my wife. Everybody called me. Even the president called me.
Nonuplets are extremely rare and risky. Doctors in Mali were worried, so the government intervened and the mother was flown to Morocco.
She was 25 weeks pregnant, so we tried to make the pregnancy period longer until she reached 30 weeks. She gave birth eventually with the help of a caesarean operation. We were surprised to find 9 babies.
I'm speaking as a prophet. Remember all the prophecy I've given? Remember all of them are happening. You remember the prophecy I gave the other time? I said I see a president in Africa killed. a president in Africa killed. I said this in my prophecy. And that is what we heard yesterday that has happened.
In the Central African Republic of Chad, the army there says President Idriss Déby has died just one day after he was declared the winner of elections that secured him a sixth term in office. Mr. Déby was reportedly killed while visiting troops on the front line of a battle against northern rebels. The 68-year-old came to power in a rebellion in 1990 and was one of Africa's longest-serving leaders.
And I see the service chiefs that are already taken into post, that already have been put to serve the country. I am seeing where one of them were removed again to replace. Then I begin to ask, why are they removing this service chief and replacing? And the Lord said, is removed and replaced because of some political agendas and some certain things that were done. And it's not fair justice. Something began to happen in the realm of the spirit, removed and replaced.
President Muhammadu Buhari has appointed the Deputy Inspector General of Police, Usman Alkali Baba, as the Acting Inspector General of Police with immediate effect. The Minister of Police Affairs, Mai Gari Dingyadi, says Baba's appointment was carefully made after the President considered issues of professionalism, competence, and numerous years of service. The President urged DIG Usman Alkali Baba to, among other things, ensure that policing reform policies are fully prioritized to engender peace across the country. Mr. Baba takes over from Mr. Mohammed Adamu, whose tenure was extended by the President for 3 months on February the 4th.
In the realm of the spirit, I am seeing Abuja under a siege.
Social media was abuzz on Monday after reports of a burglary attempt at the residence of the President's Chief of Staff, Ibrahim Gambari, the Chief of Staff's residence, which is confirmed to be within the premises of the seat of power, Aso Rock, is surrounded by armed personnel, leaving many Nigerians to question the porosity of the vicinity. The president's spokesman, Garba Shehu, who confirmed the report in a series of tweets on Monday night, described the incident as a foolish attempt at burglary. Nigerians on Twitter have shared mixed reactions, with many condemning the president's inability to tackle insecurity. Let's take a tweet from one Sani, who wrote, "On behalf of the federal government under Buhari's leadership, I am ashamed for all of you. There is no good reason why a burglary should be attempted a few houses from the presidential villa. But it makes sense that if you can't protect the people, how can you even protect yourself?"
A time is coming very soon. This world, you see this world? Forget about aeroplane, forget about the ship, and forget about the vehicles. Very soon, time will come, there will be micro travel. You see, the technology will come to a point of micro travel that can travel the whole world under 5 seconds. Micro what? Go and write it. It's one of the prophecy of what will happen in this world. Micro travel. The way I see it in the realm of the spirit is called micro travel. In other words, there's going to be a speed of the light that will take effect in time to come. That what you need to do is just enter into a box and appear in another box in America.
It's a weapon with such incredible speed that enemies won't know it's coming. The Pentagon is working on an unmanned aircraft that would launch from a bomber and fly faster than Mach 5. At sea level, that's about 3,800 miles an hour, or a mile every second. At that speed, you could fly from LA to New York in a little over 30 minutes. NASA and Guinness say that's the fastest speed ever attained by humans.
What I saw in the realm of the spirit, I see governors running helter-skelter. I see governors running from they leave their state, running to another state. Leaving another state, trying to govern their state. Some even go to extent of leaving their state and they went to another geopolitical zone state to stay there and become answering governor. And governor houses, governor's offices, and governor's houses, and governor's places deserted.
Imo State, where the house of Governor Hope Uzodimma has been attacked, gunmen attacked his home, that's his country home in Omoma, Oru East local government area of the state. The police public relations officer in the state, Orlando Ikioku, confirmed that 3 security operatives were killed during the attack, and security agencies have been asked to investigate the incident. The gunmen were said to have invaded the governor's village in the early hours of Saturday. Well, residents there say that this happened, that the attack was repelled by a combined team of security operatives attached to the house.
I see a president arrested.
Nigeria has called for the unconditional release of Mali's interim president and head of transitional government, President Bundao, and Mali's Prime Minister Mokhtar Wan. In the same vein, a joint statement by the UN, AU, and ECOWAS has described as reckless the detention of the president and Prime Minister of Mali. Moya Thomas has details.
9 months after a coup in Mali, which was condemned by presidents and leaders of organizations around the world, soldiers in Mali have once again detained the president and prime minister. President Bundao, a retired military man, was inaugurated in September 2020 to lead a political transition to civilian government. On Monday, he was detained by the military for reasons that are not clear, but which the UN and AU in a press statement have suggested is a second military takeover. The statement signed by the UN, AU and ECOWAS, and another statement issued by the Nigerian government through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs reject in advance any act of coercion, including a forced resignation. They say such acts could deepen political chaos, derail the peace-building effort and timetable for the return of democratic governance in the country.
We have to pray against anything that is called the escalate in petroleum products. Escalate in petroleum products. When I see petroleum products now begin to fly up. As I'm looking at it, going up, and then now people now begin to buy liter of fuel at a very costly price. I see the month of February ending. I see March. I see the price of commodities flying top, and I see dollar going up. And I begin to try to draw it down, and the dollar begin to fly. Commodities fly, and things fly up.
Warnings about a possible increase in petrol price have continued to gain momentum as the landing cost of the product imported into Nigeria has increased to 186 naira 33 kobo per litre. Our correspondent Folashade Ogunride reports on how the federal government's all-sector policies will impact Nigeria's fragile economy.
For months now, the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, IPMAN, has warned Nigerians of an imminent increase in the pump price of petrol to 195 naira per litre from its current price of 160 naira per litre. The marketers say the increasing price of crude oil and high landing cost of premium motor spirits necessitates this change. According to the petrol pricing template of the Petroleum Products Pricing Regulatory Agency, PPPRA, on January 7, the landing cost of petrol rose to 158 naira per litre. On February 5, the price jumped to 180 naira per litre. And on February 16, another increase of 186 naira was recorded. The PPPRA further estimates an increase of 209 naira in coming days or weeks.
Prices of food commodities are increasing in the country. Despite efforts to revive the economy through agriculture, the West African nations continue to face challenges. Here are more details of that in this report.
Before, we used to buy rice like 350, but now foreign rice is 1,000 naira.